Next up at UFC Vegas 85, we have Molly McCann taking on Diana Belbita. This is a rematch. Molly McCann won the first time just with relentless wrestling. That was it. That was the first fight.
Oh, is that so?
Basically. But it doesn't matter. That fight was so long ago, and they are both different fighters since then. I haven't even mentioned that this was a rematch in some previous breakdowns because, and I've discussed this many times on this channel, unless the first fight happened in the last year or two, to me, it's not worth it. Too much has changed since then, especially Diana. She was like 18 or 20, something nonsense like that.
Relax, she was 23.
Okay, and now she's 27. So it's 4 years ago. Anyway, we got Molly McCann, 13-6 overall, 3-2 in her last 5. She is riding a 2-fight submission skid, taking on Diana Belbita, 15-8 overall, 2-3 in her last 5. She is alternating wins and losses. Molly McCann, at this point, we know who she is. She's a very fun, aggressive striker who likes to fight dirty, likes to fight in the pocket. She doesn't have a ton of power, but she does have 2 back-to-back spinning back elbow knockouts in the UFC. And while she does prefer to just stand up and slug it out, she does have some decent takedowns that are well-timed, and she used them to lock up rounds, and she used those against Diana in their first fight several years ago. She is mostly a decision fighter. She's not this big, huge power kind of fighter, but she is pretty technically sound on the feet. She does have plenty of cardio. She can push a pace, but she is coming off back-to-back submission losses. The first one was a quality submission loss. This last one was to Julia Stolarienko, where she only landed 6 total strikes before being taken down and submitted. She's taking on Diana Belbita. Diana's a high-pressure volume striker who can work in some BJJ on the ground. She can work in some ground and pound as well. She's pretty well-rounded, constantly moving forward. She does not slow down. She is effective in the clinch. She's effective standing. She can be effective off her back as well. She's got a lot of experience, but can have some low fight IQ moments from time to time. She's coming off that loss to Karolina Kowalkiewicz, where she did go 2 for 2 on offensive takedowns, but she was a step behind in the striking. But let's not forget that Karolina is a former title challenger who has fought some of the best women on the planet. Second fight in a row where Molly McCann is a tremendous favorite. And I get it. This time around, this is a fight she has already won. Molly McCann is going down in weight. Shed a couple of pounds, going down in weight, hoping to squeeze out another win. The UFC is like, well, let's give you somebody you've already beaten. The UFC wants Molly McCann to do well. They did give her to Erin Blanchfield, which they knew wasn't going to go well. But the UFC wants Molly McCann to do well. And that's what this matchup is. I do think Molly McCann wins this fight. I do think she wins. But I don't know how people have not learned their lesson. She was -2 something in her last fight and got taken down and submitted almost instantly. This is a very different fight. Diana's probably going to strike with her. Molly's going to be bombing heavy, trying to knock her out. Diana could actually have some success striking, dancing around, bouncing around, and Molly will likely work in a takedown or 2. Molly's going to be the pick. This is another don't bet. And I hate to keep saying that over and over on this card, but like, how could you trust Molly McCann at this point? Do you trust Molly McCann?
Why would I trust Molly McCann? I'm not even fucking picking her.
Well, then go ahead and give us your pick. Then why'd you call me a pussy for saying not betting on it? Fucking idiot.
Because I bet on this fight. And
yeah, well, at plus 180, sure. Plus 240, sure.
It's not the bet I placed, Angelo. If you want to see what that is, go to we1picks.com. It's only $10 a month. My picks this week only cost you 37 cents. If you take into account everybody and everything that's involved, only $10 a month, 250 cents. Listen. Molly McCann won that first fight, right? The rematch, or this is the rematch. The first fight was 4 years ago, and Angelo doesn't want to talk about it, but I think it's relevant because I don't think either one of these girls has really evolved too much. Molly kind of is the same type of fighter. Diana is the same type of fighter. Definitely think of the two that improved in my mind, and people aren't going to agree with this, but it's fine because I'm right and they're wrong. Diana, I think, has improved the most, especially with her striking. She's gotten not only more precise with her striking, but she sits down on shots a little bit more. She has more effective striking because back then it was kind of pitter-patter. This was actually at 125 or 125. Yeah, because you say it's a flyweight, but this is a strawweight matchup.
Yeah.
It was at 125, and this was Deanna's UFC debut at 23 years old. And physically, if you go back and watch that fight, physically, she is a completely different person. I mean, Deanna looks fucking fantastic now. I mean, there's no doubt about that, how beautiful that she is. And, with Indiana's own Cameron Van Camp, Deanna, like I said, if he is kind of like I would say the prince of Indiana when it comes to MMA stuff, and I would consider myself the king. So if you're looking for the king of Indiana, no matter where you want to go in Indiana, I can get you in. So, Indiana is just so beautiful. What a beautiful state. Wouldn't you agree?
Sure.
So in that first fight, Molly did win the first fight, and you got to ask yourself, okay, she won the first fight. Right? She even had a 10-7 round. Can you believe that? A 10-7 round in the second round. So she won. She pretty much dominated that fight in everyone's mind. Why the fuck isn't Molly McCann minus 800? She dominated the fight, right? She had a 10-7 round. Why the fuck is Molly McCann not minus 800 in a rematch 4 years later when neither one of these girls seems like that really improved? I think Deanna has, but that's besides the point. The answer to that is because in that fight, Deanna won the first round. In my mind, I watched the fight back. I thought Deanna won the first round, was pressuring Molly. Molly was doing the wild overhand right stuff. Molly got a takedown, 30 seconds left, and they gave her the round because of it. Second round comes. I think Deanna's winning that round. We're 3 minutes in. Now Molly McCann gets a weird scramble, ends up in full mount, is in full mount, raining down some shots for 30, 45, maybe a minute in that second round. But guess what happened? Deanna got out of that position, pressured Molly, threw her to the ground, and was striking her. So yeah, Molly won that round, but we're talking about that was a 10-8 round. And then there was a point deduction from Deanna to make it 10-7. I thought that was just a basic 10-9 round. So now you have it 1-1 in my mind. And the third round, you saw Deanna kind of getting bullied a little bit. UFC debut, up in weight. Molly was using her physicality, was able to get the takedowns in the third round. But Deanna defended 9 takedowns in that fight. A big Molly McCann. Now we got Molly coming down to 115, talking about on her Instagram is the hardest thing she's ever had to do. I think this could be a situation, people mentioned in the Discord, a Kelvin Gastelum situation, where you're so focused on making the weight. And on Friday, you make the weight and you're feeling good. I did it. Now all I have to do is fight. And then you kind of get steamrolled. I think Deanna's going to defend the takedowns, have the pressure striking in the stand-up, and I think she's going to win a decision. I don't think Molly's going to have the power to get tired. I mean, this is passion.
I mean, yeah, no.
How long have I been going?
Stuff.
Because I feel good about this.
It's been a while.
Has it been a while?
You're picking the hot one. Got it.
But yeah, I don't think Molly's going to have the power to affect Deanna. Deanna's a very tough girl, and I don't think the takedowns are going to be there. She defended 9 the first time, and she's gotten better at it. And I'm going Deanna in this matchup to get the job done by points.
I hope it happens. I've been warning people, don't bet on Molly. She let you down last time as a tremendous favorite. She'll let you down again.
That's not because she's hot, right? I mean, Deanna is fucking smoking hot. But that's it's a good breakdown I just gave. All right? I'm not biased, right? Molly's hot, too.
Yeah. Great personality. Could she fit in a rowboat? Would she tip over an average size rowboat? You don't even know what that's from. Oh, here we go. Shut the fuck up.
I'm not going to sit here and stand for you degrading beautiful women. So
I'm quoting a TV show, you dork.
I know, it's The Office. Michael says it to...
Yeah, whatever. Oh, who's he say it to?
He says it to what's her name?
Phyllis. I'm not going to degrade women. What's her name? You're a joke.
I mean, that's just her on-character show. What's her actual actress name? Go ahead, smart guy.
It's Phyllis Blanchfield. Just like Angela's real name is Angela Thomas. And Creed, his real name is Creed. Idiot. Anyway.
Can we get to the breakdowns?
Yeah, we're split. Yeah, I would rust patch that too. Why don't we edit in where you said I've never won an argument? Anyway, Molly McCann is my pick. Deanna Belbita is Jacob's pick. Jacob does have a bet on Deanna. Are you going to throw Deanna in your DraftKings lineup? That is a very affordable price point. Problem is, striking only.
Yeah, and she's not really live for a finish. I don't think she's going to finish Molly or anything crazy. I think she can just outstrike her for 3 rounds. And if she wins, it'd probably be like a 80, 90-point win or something like that. And, I mean, that could be worth it for 69. But, 69 is a...
Okay. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. You will unlock 4 fight cards worth of picks, bets, round line leans, tools, insight, and more. WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member at the top. Before we break down this main event, let me throw you $50.
Let them have it, Mark. Come on.
Let me give you $50. Just go to the website on the screen. Sign up with any one of our partners using the link. Make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you. It's affiliate marketing. They're going to pay me. I'm going to slice off some of that money and give it right back to you. Use the link, sign up, make a deposit. We send you $50 as a thank you.